CTV Studios. This is Eyewitness News Daybreak. Coverage you can count on.
This morning on Daybreak, another hearing scheduled for the man facing charges in a quadruple murder. What's next for Henry Segura?
Plus, wild pursuit. A man is behind bars accused of leading authorities on a chase through Tallahassee. Some of that chase caught on video.
And a piece of history, how a local high school is learning about the Holocaust by creating and displaying artwork.
And a live look at our tower cam out there. It is a Friday morning. What is ahead for the weekend weather-wise? Rob's here to tell us all about that. And our rain chances, we could use some of that.
We could use a lot of that. The pollen is a little out of control out there.
It is.
It's all over the place. And a good soaking would do wonders to really help wash that down, settle it all down, and of course, all those thirsty lawns, gardens, and greens. Radar picture doesn't really have much on it. We see some of that green coloring, from I-10 over there from Jefferson County and Madison County. That's not real rain. That's just a little bit of cooler air being picked up on the radar picture. What we do expect to see today is a little more sunshine, clearing conditions. Yesterday, the clouds got real stubborn. We saw maybe a little breakthrough late in the afternoon. But I think for today should be more sunshine earlier and throughout the day. A little bit of patchy fog can't be ruled out this morning, but I'm not expecting widespread dense fog. We've got slightly cooler temperatures across the board. Yesterday, most stayed north of 60. Today, got a lot of 55s and 54s for Bainbridge, Camilla, Thomasville, Monticello, Perry, Valdosta, Moultrie, Albany, Homerville, Cross City, all at 54 or 55. It gets a little warmer towards the Franklin County coast where we stay in the low 60s this morning. And all the while, the breeze out of the east and northeast is going to turn a little bit more east and southeast today, bringing in slightly warmer and more humid air. Now, there will be some spots where there's a little bit of patchy fog. Right now, visibility in Perry's down to 5 miles, and we'll probably find a little bit more of that patchy fog, but I don't expect today to be a foggy start. I don't expect today to be a super cloudy day either, but there'll be some clouds around. The key is going to be tomorrow when this next energy approaches from the west. Can it hold together enough to give us some scattered showers? I think so. Will it be a widespread soaking rain like we need? No, that is not going to be. But there could be a few thunderstorms mixed in there too, late tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. So there will be things to watch over the weekend, especially tomorrow as the day wears on. Don't forget to find us on the Facebook and the Twitter. We'll have lots of updates there for you all weekend long. Today, let's go with the good stuff. Plenty of mild temperatures closing in on 80 degrees, decent amounts of sunshine. Should be a pretty nice late March day, guys. We'll break down the rest of the forecast in just a little while.
All right, a nice day today. Well, happening today, another pretrial hearing in the case of a quadruple murder in Tallahassee.
Well, conflict of interest claims are threatening to derail the trial of Henry Segura. He's accused of murders, I should say, of his ex-girlfriend and her 3 children, including his own son back in 2010. Defense attorneys revealing a statement by a key witness on Thursday. That statement may not have been properly reported. It could prompt additional hearings or even cause a delay in the trial. Segura is expected to stand trial on Monday.
A convicted serial killer and death row inmate will soon have another court day in Tallahassee. A judge lifting a stay in the case of Gary Michael Hilton. He's on death row for kidnapping and killing Cheryl Dunlap 10 years ago in Crawfordville. The case sitting in limbo while court ruled on the state's death penalty law Thursday. That decision means Hilton's appeals can go forward as early as the summer.
I think we're going to be in good posture to move ahead to resolve the motion pending on Mr. Hilton's case due to the fact that his jury recommendation of death was unanimous.
Our Supreme Court of the United States has said that the death penalty statute under which Mr. Hilton was convicted is and was unconstitutional. And it begs an absolute question of how can somebody's conviction be upheld.
He's also been convicted of 3 other murders in 2 other states.
New developments regarding the controversial state attorney in the Markeith Lloyd case. House Speaker Richard Corcoran now calling for Governor Scott to suspend Aramis Ayala. He claims that she is violating the Constitution for not considering the death penalty. Ayala has said she doesn't want to seek the death penalty in any of her cases because it's not an effective deterrent. Meanwhile, members of Florida's Black Caucus want the governor to put Ayala back on the case.
The people of that circuit elected her. She made her case, apparently, and won that election. And they trust her judgment, and the governor should have stayed out of it.
Governor Scott removed her from the case, replacing her with another attorney.
I heard cop sirens, and I looked right over there, and I seen a black Lexus coming down the road smoking. A cop was ramming him.
Well, witnesses recalling the moments they witnessed a wild police chase in Tallahassee.
48-year-old Jerry Mordecai is now facing several charges, including assault on an officer and also hit and run. Our Simone Davis is monitoring the story in the newsroom. Simone, how are people reacting?
So we caught up with a few residents who happened to see the chase unfold as they were leaving work, and many describing the moment unlike anything they've ever seen. The chase starting when TPD making an attempt to pull him over for driving a car with a stolen plate near FSU's campus at Dover and Woodward Avenue. Police say Mordecai then fleeing southbound to Crawfordville Highway, where he runs into an unoccupied squad car. Moments later, crashing into another car, injuring an 11-year-old girl. The chase finally coming to an end near Orange Avenue and Spring Hill Road. Police reports say that during the chase, a woman and 4 children were also inside his car begging to be let out. They eventually got out of the car before Mordecai led police here to this busy intersection. And you're looking at video submitted by one of our viewers during the chase. Many say the whole thing was a scene straight out of a movie.
Pulled out the parking lot, and I heard everything going on. I was right there pulling out. And I just stopped, and that was for 5 or 10 minutes, and just looking at everything.
Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported in the crash. Mordecai remains behind bars at the Leon County Jail without bond. Guys, back to you.
Gosh, man, that video is crazy. I'm glad no one was seriously injured. Thanks for that.
Thank you, Simone. Well, today is day 20 of the Florida legislative session. Lawmakers head home, but state economists are still meeting on their agenda, a gaming agreement with the Seminole tribe and more. Mike Vasalinda has a preview.
Today, Friday, marks the 1/3 mark in the Florida legislative session, and lawmakers are celebrating it by traveling back to their districts. So far, they've passed and sent the governor just 4 bills. And only one of them was consequential. It requires a unanimous jury verdict in death cases. But the pace will pick up dramatically over the next few weeks as literally hundreds of bills are teed up for floor action. The state's economists will also meet Friday to predict the cost of 24 bills. That's so lawmakers have a handle on what those bills will cost or the amount of money they will raise and what they will do to the budget. A gaming bill for the Seminole tribe is on the top of the list. And Friday is also the day that Florida's unemployment figures for February are released. Look for both sides in the debate over jobs incentives to try and use whatever those numbers say to their advantage. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Mike Vasalinda.
The Florida Senate wants to tear down the wall separating groceries and liquor. Senators voted to kill a law requiring liquor stores to be standalone businesses. Sponsors say the law is outdated, while opponents say the separation keeps people from making impulse purchases. The legislation was amended to phase in over 5 years, so small liquor stores have a chance to adjust. Students at one local Tallahassee school remembering victims through the Holocaust, through the arts.
Well, butterflies and photographs lining the walls of this hallway at Childs High School. They're part of Holocaust Remembrance Week. Students crafting these pieces after reading I Never Saw Another Butterfly. It's a compilation of poems, actually, and art from Jewish kids who lived in a concentration camp in German-occupied Czechoslovakia. Students also hearing stories from Holocaust survivor Ann Allen.
My fear is that without newer generations understanding what previous generations have done, they will make the same kinds of mistakes and the same kinds of tragedies.
And this week will end with a concert that is comprised of music from the Holocaust period.
Cool. All right, so it's a little cooler out there today. Is it going to be kind of, not so hot today too? I don't know how else to describe it.
Right.
Not so hot as like Tuesday.
Yeah, well, Tuesday and Wednesday were pretty warm days, right? We saw the temperatures soar way up there, close to 90 in spots. Not going to be like that at all, but the warmer weather's coming back, I think, a little bit over the next several days. The key will be, can we get some shower chances around here? Today, probably not. More sunshine on tap. Let's call it mild. Top temperatures getting close to 80. Still pretty pleasant out there. And a little cooler this morning. Got lots to break down with that full forecast. Let's do it next.